today's world, if you don't start investing in your future while you're still in the womb, you're behind the curve. Or at least that's what it feels like. Your only option is to move smarter and faster than the competition. And while there is some truth to that, moving faster doesn't mean quite what you think. In reality, you need to slow down if you want to speed up. Slowing down feels like a trap. The problem that you start to create when you're moving fast is you're focusing on the result. You're trying to become a professional artist, you're trying to finish a illustration, you just want to get to the end as quickly as possible. You fall into this mindset where the faster you achieve a result or reach your goal, the quicker your progress is going to be. But the result is not what you imagine it to be, and your desire to move quickly tricks you into thinking that it is. Only slow growth will teach you the truth. It's in the process where you win the most. The way you grow should be looked at as a lifestyle, not a phase that you end when you reach a goal. Treating the way you grow as a phase is not only a terrible mindset, but it sets you up for failure. Think back in your life to how many times that you set a goal and actually followed through with it and achieved what you imagined. I'll use my own life as an example. When I was in high school, I was on the track and cross country team and I wanted to break a 5-minute mile. I got really close at 5 minutes and 14 seconds, but I never quite broke 5 minutes. I wanted to learn how to shuffle dance when I was younger, but I never really got past the basic steps. And now I want to become a professional artist, and I've practiced a lot. I've had a lot of improvement over the years, but I'm still not quite there yet. I imagine that your story is very similar. You've had a lot of goals, but few, if any, have actually come to fruition. The sad part is, if you didn't meet those goals and you still had an incredible amount of improvement, you still look at those experiences as failures. This shows you that there's an inverse relationship between goal setting and accomplishment. You look back on your progress and see it as a disappointment when, given the right mindset, you could have flourished. Not to mention all the progress that you made even if you didn't reach your goal. Working like a madman to achieve your goals is not a badge of honor. Just because you're busy doesn't mean you're achieving deep learning or creating quality work. In fact, rushing through your work is physically and mentally exhausting. Slowing things down helps you focus your experience to get the most out of it. Have you ever written a paper or done a project at the last minute? Let's say you have a book report due in 2 weeks and you already read the book, so it should be a breeze. You could settle down every couple of days, make some progress, but instead you wait to the last day and write it all at once. I didn't really care about book reports in high school, but I do care about my artwork, and I imagine that you do too. If you did this same kind of thing with a character design assignment, I doubt you're going to produce anything of quality or learn anything through the process. You're robbing yourself of the entire experience. It's not a badge of honor to rush through things and work through the night till the sun rises the next day. It makes the quality of your work suffer, it ruins your ability to make insights and learn the information you need to get better, and it impacts your physical and mental health, both of which you need to keep healthy as a lifelong artist. Slowing down is your badge of honor. If you learn to love the process, you won't rush to the end so quickly. There's nothing wrong with being excited about seeing the finished product, whether it be an illustration that you've completed or just seeing your skills as a professional artist. It only becomes a problem when it impacts your progress. Slowing down will keep you relaxed and it will allow you to think more clearly. You'll make less mistakes and you'll accomplish things in a more thorough manner. There's even studies that show when we make mistakes, we slow down as a cautionary measure. And if you can overcome failure and see it as a learning opportunity, that it's part of the process, you're less likely to get slowed down by small mistakes. Let's be brutally honest. 99.9% of making art is the process. The result is just what happens when you're done with the process. If you can't learn to enjoy that, making art is gonna feel like hell. Slowing down, being methodical, and letting yourself embrace the process, failures and all, is gonna be your surest path to a professional artist. So cut out the fast approach that leaves you with mistakes and burnout, and that's when you'll be able to draw better faster. Not trying to rush the process is one thing. Finding ways to slow it down is another. You can learn to love the process, but still need ways to bask in the present moment. Do you ever get ideas for something you're working on in the shower or right as you're about to fall asleep? That's you slowing down the process with percolation. Percolation is almost like using procrastination in your favor. When you're engrossed in a process over time, you start to gain momentum and your brain starts scanning your knowledge, your environment for clues on how to help you forward in that process and solve problems that you're having. If you're studying how to draw faces, your brain is subconsciously looking at people and trying to solve problems that you're having with the cheekbone or the chin. It's looking at the way the light falls on a person in 3/4 so that you can figure out how to solve that when you sit down to draw or paint. It's doing this work in the background, and it's absolutely essential for learning, but it requires you to slow down the process. Slowing down allows you to incubate your ideas so you can make creative leaps that you wouldn't have made otherwise. You stay relaxed, your learning is deeper, and in time you will draw better and faster. That is our episode for today. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you again to Wacom for sponsoring this video. I hope you all have a happy and healthy creative process.